Hello, today is June 3rd, 2012, and you're watching Overgrowth Weekly, episode 77. My name is Lukas Orsvärn.
I'm Anton. How's it?
And I'm Morten.
And yeah, this week has been pretty crazy, I think, at least for Morten and me. Am I right, Morten?
Oh, totally.
Pretty insane, at least for me. I'm not entirely sure about you, but I have had like 2 exams, so yeah, lots of stuff to study for during 1 week.
My exams, they don't start until like in 2 weeks, so I'm fine.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, but it's been good though. It's been good. How are you though, Anton?
I'm good. I'm pretty good. How about you?
Still good, man. Still good. I think we should probably jump on into the show. So this week, something really exciting happened with the alpha. You know, for instance, Linux was released. Like the Linux alpha was released this week. The first official alpha for Linux was released this week. So that's very, very exciting.
Linux is
right.
Awesome. Yes.
Yes.
Yay, Linux!
Yay, Linux. Let's take a look at this. So I don't know if you can actually see any difference. I think you probably can't. But this has been recorded in Linux. I have proof at the end if you guys want it. And what I want to show with this is that it actually works. It looks almost exactly like it looks in Mac and Windows, and works really, really great.
It's just pure awesome. We've been talking about having triple cross-platform ability since the beginning. And
finally it's here.
And finally it's here. All you Linux users can rejoice.
Yeah. Exactly.
Have a native build version.
There's been kind of like, a lot of people have been like, oh, I thought there was a Linux build, but it wasn't. And, now that there is a Linux build, a lot of people are coming and pre-ordering. Well, not a whole lot of people, but we've had a few at least that have said that they pre-ordered because of Linux. So that's always nice to see.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that's bad about the Linux build, currently the level of detail on the characters don't work, so you can have as many characters, of course. There's some bug with that they need to fix. And what else is there? There's a bit of slowdown when you have the ragdolls, for instance. So that doesn't work entirely as it should. I'm not sure why, of course.
It's weird, because it was kind of over for a little bit on my build, on both my Windows and my Mac build, but then for some reason it came back. I don't know why. Deleted the animation caches and stuff, but after a little while it just seems to return. Other than that, it runs pretty good. I mean, it's these past couple of weeks with optimization and whatever David has done has really been great, I think.
Yeah, you're talking about like the alphas in general, not like the Linux stuff now.
Yeah. No, I haven't tested out the Linux build. Linux is I don't even know how to set that up, so I'm just gonna stick to that.
Just wanted to be clear on that, so we know what we're talking about. Yeah, but the new loading stuff, that was added this week and not last week, right? Like the new loading stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because a lot of people are saying, oh, it causes less lag, although I find that the true lag is still there, but what people noticed before was loading times.
Yeah, I think so, when it was loading
affecting their play. So
the assets or whatever.
I think it was when you when you were fighting, the first animations of every animation would like have this little like thing to it. It would like stutter every time you did an animation for the first time.
Right. Yeah. Right. And so people kind of confused that with true lag, which it wasn't lagging. It was just weird load times.
Oh, you mean like that? Yeah, I thought you meant like level loading times, because that.
Yeah, no, I mean there are some like true lag issues with blood and with ragdolls and with too many objects on screen at a time. Like that kind of optimization still has not been taken care of.
Yeah, exactly.
But it certainly has some cool initial loading time. The first time you play through a level, you don't have that lag like the loading lag.
I don't know if is the loading time is a little longer now in the beginning, seeing as it has to load all the assets before you enter the level, right?
I think it actually loads faster.
Really?
He did some other things. So even though it's loading more things at the beginning, he made the levels more efficient when they load. So it actually levels load faster. Like if you load some of the levels with a lot of trees, they load a lot faster than they used to. In particular, the Forest Hills level that Aubrey released recently loads in about half the time that it used to.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
He did that like zip thing, right? Where he basically put the files in a zip, so he could load all the files from a single file, not having to like load different files. He could load all the things from one file, and apparently that's quicker or something like that.
Yeah, he hasn't exactly explained that because I haven't seen a change like that in the actual data folder. But yes, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, Steel Raven says that he implemented multi-threading loading, so I mean, I guess that would explain why it's
that would help.
Faster. Yeah.
That would help on some things, but the things that he's talking about it loading on are still fairly minimal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it's loading on when you load new objects, right? It's going to be faster to convert the textures and stuff.
Yes, the conversions are done in multi-threading now, which is a smart and efficient way to use those extra.
Yeah. Oh, you're gone now, Anton.
I'm gone?
Now you're back.
Oh. Crazy.
An efficient way to use those extra
cores that people like I have that, my professional level applications use all those cores all the time, but games and things like that, they often get stuck on one core, and it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, and you have like 16 cores or something, right?
I have 12 cores. It's,
close enough.
But
same thing.
But yes, on some programs, I really do see those cores being, spread out across all the cores, and that's great when it happens. But on games and stuff, I always see it being stuck on kind of one core.
Yeah, it's
most of the time.
It's sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure. If maybe he will like implement multi-core stuff later on. Do you think he'll do that, or is that even necessary at all?
Well, go ahead, Morten.
Oh, didn't we talk about it a couple of weeks ago that it would be kind of hard because you would have to done it from the beginning.
And also people like Unknown Worlds who are making NS2 found that it's not so easy to just separate things onto different cores, onto different threads. Like they still have to communicate with each other, and apparently having to communicate with each other means that they have to run in the same thread or in the same core or something like that. So
yeah, I actually remember that as well. It was kind of like it took longer time for them to actually communicate with one another between different cores than it was to just run everything on one core. So the performance actually went down when they went multi-core,
right?
Compared to just being on one core, which is weird. In my head, but I don't know.
I have the same. I'm rendering some hair at the moment and trying to figure out some distributed rendering and stuff, and it actually takes longer because it has to communicate between the different cores than just to do it on one single machine. So maybe it'd be something similar.
Yeah, I think what you might be able to do is maybe have physics on one core and everything else on another core, for instance, because it feels like the physics might be able to work asynchronously, exactly. Thank you, Anton. From the rest of the stuff, but I don't know how that works, as I said. So,
but shouldn't you really? I mean, wouldn't that be you be able to compute that just on the GPU instead? Wouldn't that be more efficient?
Yeah, I guess that would be even more efficient.
I mean, if people have the opportunity to do that with their graphics card, of course.
Yeah. But I don't know, I think that might be advanced, and I think ATI cards, for instance, might not have proper support for that. Yeah, it would probably just be extra work.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
God bless your face. So that's the Alpha 180 with Linux support. So if you're on Linux and you want this game, you can get it now and you can download it and you can play it.
Exactly.
And the models don't even stretch anymore. So that's great. Let's move on to the community segment. Next up is the community segment, and in there we have the fan art watch. So let's jump right in there. This week we have 2 pieces of fan art, unless someone added something in the latest like 30 minutes. Bam!
Nothing that I see.
No.
Yes, so it's Shiny Gem this week. He's back. He's made 2 images for us. One of a very fastly punching rabbit and a dog kicking a cat in the face.
Trying to.
Yeah, the cat is doing his best. You know.
The cat is blocking.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
He's doing quite a good job, though. I think. I mean, it's a nice kick otherwise. So it's
It is a
good
nice
try.
kick otherwise. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool images. I like the look of the. I like the look of his shading. You know, it's great to see that he's improved so much since he first started posting, and you know, I like the style. It's very much his style, so it's cool.
Yeah, I think it looks great too. Looks nice.
Yeah.
And he's with us today, even in the chat. He was like, before the show, he was like, finally I catch a show live. Apparently he's been having trouble with that. So, nice job, Shiny Gem.
Yeah, it's always nice to see people improve, so.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. Yep.
So, next up, move on to the community side note segment. And up first there we have Last with his Blood mod that was updated for the latest alpha, which is always nice. He keeps working hard. And then we have the mod by Morris. And this week someone actually made a video of this one. So I thought that we might show this in the background while we go through the rest of the agenda here. Let's see. Let's pop that out. Bam. All right. So I just remembered I have this thing behind, so let's put that up. Alright, so yeah, the mod by Morris has been updated, as I said, and yeah, I haven't really seen this mod in action very well before. He had a quite lag video earlier, but this video that he has here, as you can see, made by EDT, which is kind of confusing because there's a guy on the forums that has the name a letter E, a letter D, and a letter T. And this guy has E, D, E, T, E, 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 if you know what I want to say. So it's the same pronunciation. So don't mix them up, okay?
My God.
Yeah.
Well, so one is EDT, and the other one is EDT.
Yeah, basically.
EDT phone home.
Oh, that's super
in
scary.
space.
It's kind of creepy you're mentioning it, because I'm doing a project in school revolving around ET right now. So my God, Anton.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
I think it's fine. But yeah, this mod, what I'm most impressed with this mod is the menus here that you can see here, where you can like activate and deactivate the different mods, and he has this like sound effect that's like woo.
Yeah, and that is built into the mod, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it works very well. I mean, it's a very seamless integration, I think, and it's...
Yeah, you know, the only weird thing is the directions are kind of obscure. If you don't read the thread very thoroughly, that's what I found. I was like, wait, what button do I push to bring up the menu? And also the menu only works in the combat mode. It does not work in the editor mode, so that's also a little something to note. Yeah, so
that's weird.
but it's still cool. Yeah, it's still fun though. Like I've been playing around with it, and I love it as a loading mechanism. I can't wait to see more mods plugged into it, you know.
It's a very nice hub to sort of have to just consolidate everything.
Yes. So
yeah, it is. If you're making a mod, you should totally check this out, because you could have your mod in there, and you know, it'll be super easy to update. I guess you don't even have to update it manually. It'll be pretty much automatic, because Morris will update his mod, and then your mod will automatically work because he updated his mod.
right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, really
exactly.
great. But Morris, you probably want to work on that documentation then, I guess, like tutorial stuff or something. If Anton is having trouble, I mean, right?
Well,
it's only Anton.
Yeah, it's only Anton. Just for Anton, yeah.
It's just for me. No, I mean it was fine. I found it relatively quickly. It's just it took a moment. The first time that I loaded it, I didn't see where it was.
Okay. Yeah, but I think it should be like when you load up a mod, it should be easy to use. And I mean, it's not it's probably not a very hard thing to do. I think, right? Right?
Yeah, you just press M.
Yeah. Easy peasy. So yeah.
Easy peasy. But I was looking for it without reading the directions, probably in the main menu kind of area where Last has put his menu for his mod organization tools. So they're just located in different places. So it's just, you know, the consistency from one mod to another. And M normally is a ragdoll button, so it's that's also kind of weird, you know.
Yeah.
That it overlaps with an existing alpha key. So.
Yep. All right, so that's the mod, and yeah, check it out, man. Check it out. Next up, we have. Let's see. Let's just bring that right back there. Oh man, I need to streamline this a bit, I feel.
It's going fine.
Okay. There we go. Bam. Okay, so next we have Jemps moveset bundle number 1. So Jemps has been working on a moveset bundle, I guess, as it says on the tin. It's, you know, in the game, the video game called Overgrowth, you have different sets of moves that, you know, each character has his own moveset, and you can like customize those. So Jemps has put together his own movesets based on attacks that already exist, and he's kind of even adapted one attack, you know, the broadsword attack, where he's kind of like that, and just made it into a hand-to-hand attack instead, and it looks quite okay actually.
It's very nice, I'd say.
You bopped them on the head.
Yes. So yeah, this is actually really cool. I haven't seen this before. I haven't seen anyone do anything like this before.
Same here.
I agree. It's a good idea.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I said this in the comments, it feels like something like maybe there could be a mod or something in the future where you get to like create your own style. You could like dynamically put together different attacks, and then you could have, you know, what the attacks that you like to have on your characters, which would be pretty cool.
Right. It seems like it would be pretty easy to do, to be honest, because it just has to change the XML file, or even, I mean, even if David were to implement it in the parameters settings, you know, that would be another place where it would be easy, where if you could just have like a little loading screen in the parameters and be like, this is my punch, this is my kick, this is, you know, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very nice feature for, like, if you want to play like a certain type of character, you could have the more, like, you have the more stealthy kind of players and the more brawler kind of players, and they would have different styles of attacks. I think that would be a very cool implementation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So maybe he started something here, Mr. Jemps. We'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah, I'd love to see more. Exactly. So.
Yep. And next up we have learn_more with his. It's not an Angel script dump anymore. Actually, it's an Angel/JavaScript dump, because he built it out to support JavaScript. So we're probably going to talk a bit more about this in the future, like more specifically what it goes through, because I haven't had the chance to look at it more closely. But my guess is that, you know, you can not only now get the information from the AngelScript implementation in Overgrowth, I guess, you can also get information about what JavaScript functions there are as well.
Right. He's been talking about it, and I know he's still tweaking it, but yeah, I mean, basically anything that you can call in JavaScript is now listed in that dump. So it's very you know, it's cool.
Yeah.
That you can see all the functions that are available, as always. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So it's good to see that he's doing this. I'm not sure if David would do something like this, if like when he's done. I guess he would like manually type all the documentation and stuff. Maybe.
Maybe. I know that David liked how Learn More was doing it. He thought it was an interesting way. and then I know that Johannes and Learn More have been talking and stuff, and there's some information that they're sharing, and it's cool. But you know, I don't know what the final verdict will be on that in terms of if David is going to do something like it or how that will work.
Yeah, like either way, I guess it's something that's useful to have like as a base, because it kind of lists everything at least.
Yes, exactly. So,
yeah, it's cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think as we see, you know, as we have seen with things like the mod, where mods are becoming a little bit more reliable from week to week, that that kind of tool will be more useful. So
yep,
it's good.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
yeah, that's the Angel/JavaScript dump by Learn_more. Check it out, especially if you're a developer, I guess. I mean, if you're not a developer, you should probably not check it out. Like, seriously. I'm not to be like against this or anything, but you just won't have any use of it. That's the truth. Next up, we have a level called Template, made by main_antagonist. Yeah, I was kind of confused about this level at first, because, you know...
with the video and the audio.
Yeah, this went down.
The stream went down?
Your
Went down
audio is
it's super choppy. Although it's better now.
Oh, I should shut down some applications.
as a message saying get when Overgrowth goes live.
I don't know what's going on. You're really choppy as well, so I guess it's something with my internet.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun on the recording. Hi, people are watching the recording.
No. Oh, I think your audio is good again.
Yeah, you sound good now. At least.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay. Is the stream up? Are we live?
No, I don't think. I don't know.
Is the stream up?
It's not back for me yet.
Oh, it says it's offline for me too now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna restart it.
Okay.
Bam. Bam. So...
There it is.
Yeah, the stream is back. You guys are still weird on Skype though. But can I see myself? Yeah, I'm moving. That's good. It's choppy though.
Yeah.
I don't see myself moving on your side.
No, I look kind of panicked as well, just frozen in time.
Is there sound? You guys are still weird on...
Do
it's
you
really
guys
weird.
hear me? I look
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah, well, I hear you. And
Huh. I have no idea what's going on here, man.
That was very bizarre.
Yeah, stuff's hitting stuff.
Well, all right. Let me try. I'll turn off my video and turn it back on and see if that trips something.
Stuff is hitting fans over here, so...
should I try the same?
Yeah, it worked for Anton. Like, Anton's moving now. Yeah, if you do that, you'll probably... Yeah, now you're moving. But the stream is still weird, so...
Okay.
Yes. It's so painful.
Is it working? Is it working?
Yeah,
yes,
I
we're
think so.
smooth.
Yes.
I don't know about smooth, but we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
Alright, so... Where were we? Alright. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so by the way, guys, something happened with my internet. My internet connection went down, so tell everyone to refresh your stream if you haven't already. So, yeah, I don't know what happened. I was going to load this web page, and it didn't load the web page, and then everything became weird. So, we're back. Something happened with my connection.
Never load a web page.
Thank you, Anton. I will remember this. I will never load a web page again. It was horrible. I loaded it now, though. I tried to load it and it worked. So,
Awesome.
didn't listen to your advice, man.
You're walking a fine edge.
Such a rebel.
I know. And it looks like we have a steel-driven 7 in this red. Like we gotta do this before we jump into the actual
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So here we go. So with
I've never seen myself scarier. Like that is with Bauer in the background. It's just Jesus.
I think it's going to snap all of ours necks or something in like the next second. So
It's a little frightening, isn't it?
yeah, it's very frightening. I've never been so scared in my entire life as I am right now.
Oh dear God.
Be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
Yeah, you don't need to make me even more afraid, Anton. Okay. So we have this level, all right, made by main_antagonist, which is, you know, it's a pretty cool name. It's a pretty cool name. It's called Template, and I was kind of, as I was saying before the stream went weird, I was a bit confused about this level at first because I wasn't expecting a template. I don't know if that's weird, but I just wasn't that, so I was kind of like, what is this level about? But yeah, it's a template level. I guess you're supposed to download it and make your own levels from it.
Yeah, I think that it's his template. Like, that was where I think it's his first level, because we were talking when he released it last night, and it was, you know, he was trying to, it's the first level that he made, and he was saving it, and just trying things out, I think. So I think for now it's almost kind of like a King of the Hill. There's just a bunch of people that you beat up.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that sounds nice.
There's a bunch of people. I think there's like 12 enemies or something. So you have to be careful if your computer can't handle it.
Nice.
Yeah. So
yeah, he should consider having less people in his levels in the future.
Well, you know, it's his first level, so it's it's hard to say.
It's fine. It's fine.
You learn. So
you learn _more every day.
I see learn more like everywhere now. On every web page I ever see, I see like learn more, and I'm like, wait, what?
He was there? Did he make this? Oh.
Would you like to be enrolled in a credit card offer? Learn more. I'm like, wait, what? He's everywhere.
Oh, I gotta click that. He made that? Oh, cool. He's such a cool guy. Learn _more. Alright. So that's template made by main_antagonist. Are they related, by the way? Main_antagonist and learn _more?
I think main antagonist tries to antagonize learn more.
Maybe.
Anton, so clever.
Yeah, clever.
Jesus
guy.
Christ.
So next up, we have a weapon called Slicer. It's made by Sam JB 1992, the epic weapon maker of old times and new times. All the times, I guess.
Yes.
So he made another weapon. It's like a curved gold blade of killing people.
Of killing people.
Yeah.
The function of weapons.
Yes. It's very elaborate. I made it up myself. It's called a slicer because it's been slicing so many people in its lifetime. I can't make that bigger, so yeah. But it looks cool. Looks like a nice weapon.
Yeah, I think I would do. I mean, if the latest weapons that's come out of Sam JB have been cool, but I think he needs to start really focusing on the texture work, because the shapes of the weapons are super cool, but I don't think the textures really support that shape yet. So I'd like to see some more refinement in that, but it's definitely like a cool weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So yeah, there is obviously some stuff that can be done better. So always try to get better. Always try to learn _more, as we like to say here on Overgrowth Weekly. Yeah, nice job though. So that's the Slicer by Sam JB 1992, and that's the end of this side note segment. So let's jump into the news. This week, Humble Indie Bundle 5 was released, or Humble Indie Bundle V, if you don't know
Roman numerals.
Roman numerals, that's what it's called in English, yes. Thank you.
Yes.
You learn so quickly, Anton. Now you like jump in and like I'm going to say something wrong or like stop somewhere, and you just jump in and say it before me. It's really great. Thank you. And this bundle, well, it contains a bunch of really cool games. It contains Bastion, Amnesia, Psychonauts, Limbo, and Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery.
Check it out. I mean, that's all I can say. Just go there, buy it, pay more than the average, get Bastion. I mean, Bastion, I've played before Bastion, Psychonauts, and Swords and Sorcery. It's all amazing. So I definitely encourage everyone to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only had 2 of the games. I already had Amnesia and Limbo, and played through Limbo, which is a very beautiful game. I highly recommend it. And then Amnesia, will scare you. So
it's so scary.
Yeah. But I mean, these games are all very good games for like in their area.
Yeah.
Or so I've heard. Like, I have played Bastion, and it's really great, of course. We have Amnesia. It's like the best horror game that's been made by, considered that by a lot of people, including me. And then we have Psychonauts, which I've heard is a very good game. And I was kind of surprised about that, because that's made by Double Fine, which I consider a pretty big company. I'm not sure how indie they are. But
yeah, Bastion is released by Warner Brothers, or initially was too, right?
Yeah.
It's WB game, like Warner Brothers games. You get the big Warner Brothers logo every time I load it. So
isn't that just the what's it called? They make the game and give it to people.
Yeah, distributor or something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, but still, that's a big distributor to be in a humble indie bundle.
That's true too. Like the lines of indie are starting to like fade, and soon everyone will be indie or not. Like,
I think it's awesome to see. Like, I think I've said it before, but I really think like indie titles are starting to really get their momentum now, and people are really starting to notice indie games a lot more, and it's just awesome because I mean they're just so good.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I think it's what's his name? The guy that did Braid, Jonathan Blow, always says that it's like the age of the indie right now.
Definitely.
Something. I mean, because I think games have always had sort of an indie level feel to them. Like, there's always been this thing around, and there used to be shareware games and shareware CDs that you used to send out, and then you would get them off of that and in magazines and stuff. But something about having the internet, and then like really people that are very dedicated, and that you can complete a very finished product from a small team has really become obvious, and it's pretty amazing. So
I mean, lately it's just also that indie titles just have a much more distinct feel and art style to them, because it's just not it's not just some generic engine that's just like, oh, let's just make another game and blah 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 blah, but it's really it's really a new experience every time, and I think it's really great.
Yeah, because it's kind of like the big developers can't afford to like take risks on new things, because they just want to make money, and they know what people want to buy. But with an indie developer, it's the other way around. They cannot afford to not take risks, because if they don't, then no one will recognize them or their work at all.
Exactly.
So I also think to note is that the soundtracks are included for these games, and really good.
Yeah,
I mean, Bastion is really good. Amnesia, super scary, and Psychonauts is just psychedelic. Right. It's so freaky, but it's really good.
And we should point out that the composer for Amnesia is also the composer for Overgrowth.
Yes,
so.
Absolutely. And all of these soundtracks are available in both FLAC and MP3. MP3? That sounds Swinglish for you.
MP3.
Oh yeah, MP3.
I got the Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery for my iPad not too long ago, and it's a very nice experience on the iPad as well. And the soundtrack is it's really really good. So just get it.
And also we can mention that this is like the best-selling bundle so far. It's at it's at 2.7 million right now.
It's pretty good.
Isn't that more than the previous record?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember for sure.
I think the previous was like 2.5 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Do not quote. But pretty good stuff.
And we're not even a week into it.
Yeah, exactly. So that previous record was in 2 weeks, and we're like 3 days in or something.
Right. Yeah, something like that.
So pretty great stuff, man. This bundle is selling well, and for a reason. So if you haven't gotten this bundle yet, you probably should, because a lot of other people are getting it. So there's probably a good reason. Like, you probably want this bundle, because why the heck not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good GGs, lots of GGs. So that's the Humble Indie Bundle 5. I'm sure we'll get back to that next week because they always have some, like, after 1 week something always happens, so lots of people buy it again. Always works, and he makes us talk about it again, which is cool too. But let's jump on. We have an art asset overview number 32 this time. We're gonna check it out, see what's up, see what's going on.
Yes.
Oh, why are you doing this? There we go. Alright, hang on. I'm fixing this stuff. I'm fixing it. I really need to get my stuff fixed here, man. Let's see. I want to put you there, and then I want to play you. I want to sound.
Overgrowth Art Asset Overview. This week I'm going to show you some caves. Recently, when I relocated to San Francisco, I had the opportunity to stop at Carlsbad Caverns in Carlsbad, New Mexico. It kind of made me want to make a cave. A while back, David added a feature called Model Override to the level XML. Here I have the cached level model from the Data, Textures, Terrain, Level Name folder, and I'm just going to cut a couple holes in it, which will be useful later. To keep track of all of these features, I've started making some small edits to the wiki, which you can find at wiki.wolfire.com. Here's the hole in the engine, and now I've filled the hole in with some new art assets. This cave set has 6 assets in it. They're all pretty basic for right now, but I think they came out pretty well. If I add to this set, I think I'll do some of the more exotic formations like these drapes, or whatever these are called. That's it for this week's Art Asset Overview. Don't forget you can pre-order the game at wolfire.com/preorder. Thanks.
Yeah, so this one was pretty much all about caves, I guess.
Caves.
Caves, man.
Yeah.
I love the introduction to the video. Today I'm gonna show you some caves.
Yeah. So, like I was visiting some caves on my way to San Francisco, or whatever, and I took some pictures there. And here, look at them. And it kind of made me want to make some caves.
But I mean, it really supports now the little teaser we had for Aubrey's sketchbook the other week. That sort of makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got an obsession with caves now. Is that healthy? I'm not sure.
We'll get to see.
It's
I
healthy
think
for
caves
us.
they're also, I mean, they're always like an awesome game element because you get to play around with atmosphere a lot, and I think they could add a lot to the game, not just having open fields where you can see everything, but yeah, I'm excited for this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it probably means that I mean if there are caves in the game, David will want to implement some kind of light source, which I think everyone here can agree that would be a nice thing for the modding community to have.
Yeah, I've been wanting that for some time, and it's probably not on the top priority list of stuff that needs to be done, but eventually it has to be implemented.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel as well. So hopefully this will maybe speed it up. If Aubrey's like, oh, but I need to make this cave level. It's caves everywhere and I can't see anything. Help me, David. And then David's like,
that's how it's gonna go.
Have a torch. Have a torch or something. Put it on the
Yeah,
walls.
but it'd be cool just to start off, just have him start out just some omnidirectional lights just to play around with, like you say, torches or...
Yeah, just
like
something.
like
Doesn't need to be advanced, man. David, are you listening to us? Yeah, so it's a cool art asset overview, and like the changing of the terrain and stuff, like that you can have a separate, different object as the terrain, or edited object at least. I have known about that for a long time. Like we have known about that as a collective community, right? But I had forgotten about it. And so I was kind of like again like, oh right, we can do that. Isn't that great?
Yeah,
I remember it was brought up, or a question like that was brought up some weeks ago about people talking about doing differences in terrain, doing caves and stuff. and now it's a little more manageable to see how they're planning to do it, or at least thinking about planning to do it, and I think it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that is the art asset overview number 32.
Oh, not to forget, there were rocks in there.
Oh,
New
right.
Rocks.
We
Yes.
should not forget that. Those are pretty cool too.
Yeah, and I think he was talking about he was gonna make some more. And from the pictures he's shown, it seems like he was gonna make some, I don't know what they're called, like malachite or malachites or whatever. But I think that's a very cool element to add to the game, especially to caves.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, caves, man.
I had a moment of panic there when I saw the thumbnail for the video. First of all, I thought it was water. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I'm checking this out. It's like, it's a hole in the ground. Oh, okay.
Aw, you were sad.
But then I was happy again. So
Yeah. So like the happy level was like super up, and then it was like no, and then it was like okay, it's like normal level, kinda, bit more than normal maybe. It's fine. It's cool stuff though. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, light sources. Hopefully, go for it, man. Trust in you. We believe in you. Yeah, artist overview number 32. I think I've heard Aubrey talking about him working on. No, that maybe was this video. I'm not sure. I'm just waiting for that comic book though. That comic book update that he's been talking about.
Yeah, that hasn't been updated in a while.
He keeps promising it. I think he said that there's more pages in the update than the entire comic so far. So it'd be a good update. He could not even release it all at once. He could just release parts of it. And
I would actually prefer that. I would prefer
Yeah.
maybe like one a day or something. That would be so cool.
it would be cool.
Yeah. Then it's like the daily updates again. Yay! Daily updates. So yeah, do it, man. Update the comic book, make torches for us. We don't have high demands, just do it. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the show. So as usual, thank you guys for watching. Check out ogweekly.com where you can find links to our YouTube channel and our Steam community Steam community, I don't know, and our Twitter feed where you'll get notified about when we start streaming and stuff like that. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys later.
See ya.